fellow Roku users, today we're going to show you a very important video regarding what do you need to know when you're going to purchase any streaming device, whether it is a Roku, an Amazon Fire, a Google Chromecast, an Apple TV, or many of the other brands that are not that popular. The first thing that you need to know is that streaming players are becoming really popular in the States and also internationally. However, manufacturers never clearly state whether these devices will work outside of their authorized regions. For example, Roku players are actually available on the US, the UK, France, Germany, Canada, and other countries. However, each library for the Roku is different depending on the country you are living in. Does it mean that if you purchase a Roku and you live, let's say, in Italy, it will not work? Not really. There are some tricks to bypass these geolocation issues. For example, you can purchase a VPN or DNS service, like the one we strongly suggest on our videos, and it will allow you to bypass the geolocation issue. However, it will depend on which region you choose to create your library. For instance, you can either choose the US library, which you can see has a lot of US content, even though you will be in another country, let's say Italy or Argentina or Brazil, most of the content will be in English. We do have a guide and a tutorial that shows you how to activate your Roku as if it were in the US, but you can also do it for other countries. If you choose the UK, you will notice that the library is completely different. You will get more content from the United Kingdom instead of the US. Now, it depends on what do you want. Some people will prefer the US because it's the content with it's the library with more content. However, you can do two things. You can either create two separate accounts and have one Roku for a US account and another Roku for a UK account, having different content. It's not an issue. As long as you do have a DNS and a VPN and you clearly define the region you want your Roku to be when you are creating your account. The same goes for the Amazon Fire TV. The Amazon Fire TV unfortunately only works in the US. So if you purchase an Amazon Fire, yes, you will be able to add a lot of the content. However, when you try to hit play, you will get a message like this, especially if you do not have a DNS or a VPN. It also happens with other channels like Crackle, Sony, and so on and so forth. So bear in mind that you always need a DNS or a VPN, especially if you're living outside an authorized region. A lot of people will tell you that that's not true. They're wrong. It does depend on where you live. So this is the key and most important fact when you're purchasing a streaming device. You need to know if it will work in your country, and if it doesn't, you can still make some use of it through a DNS or a VPN. There's a lot of DNS and VPN services out there. We strongly suggest you getting one like the one we promote hardly because we have been working with them for almost 6 years and we have never had any issues, and it's really easy if you have a streaming device. It allows you to have multiple channel setups. So instead of, let's say, choosing US for watching Amazon Prime, but then you want to watch Radio France from France, and then you have to go to your computer, your cell phone, log on, and change your region. What it does is just define Amazon US, Radio France France, and you choose the channels based on the content and the country, so it makes it easier to switch regions. However, if you use a regular one channel DNS or VPN, you will have to log in constantly and be changing or reminding yourself to change the region for it to work. Now, the other very important issue a lot of people never understand. You never have to pay a third party for activating your device. We have said this so many times. Why? Because there's a lot of people that will offer you, if you are having a hard time with your streaming device, they can activate it for you remotely, and this is a fake. This is a scam. They will charge you for doing so, but they will not literally allow you to get the full content because since there's the region location setting issue, maybe they're in Mexico or somewhere else because most of the resellers are from Mexico, which caused the whole issue with Roku being not allowed to be sold anymore in Mexico. They will offer you some of their own channels that they develop as IPTVs. And the problem is that this is illegal. So if you try to do so and they do activate it for you, it might work for a couple of weeks, but then what you will get is something like this. The next time you try to log on, someone will have claimed that it's violating the terms of use and it will be removed. And what will happen is that you will have a streaming device that is no longer working because a third party activated for you, they uploaded illegal channels and they all got banned. So you're pretty much screwed up. The best thing is to go buy your own. Follow the tutorials we have uploaded. There's a lot of them on the internet, but we have made a lot of videos about it. You can see on our YouTube channel, we're on the BO Import Panama, that says how to activate your Roku with a valid US account without paying a third party. There's a lot of videos, there's a tutorial, you got the links, you got everything. So it's very simple, it's not big of a deal. Try to do it by your own, it's the best you can do. Also, this is something you will notice if you have a Roku and someone else activated it for you. When you try to add a channel because you heard about a great channel, this is the message you will get. It is not to put in a region, and it's because you do not have a DNS or VPN set up on your Wi-Fi. So bear in mind all of these tricks when you're purchasing any streaming device. You need to make sure that it works outside the country you live, where it's supposed to be working on. If it does, you're okay, but if it doesn't, you will need a DNS and a VPN, and you will have to follow some guides when creating the account. This is very important. Other than that, streaming devices are fairly easy to use. All you need is a good internet connection, a DNS or VPN if it applies, and pretty much an HD TV television so you can watch the content in a great quality. So we hope this helps you guys. Don't forget to follow us and subscribe on our YouTube channel. We are on the BL Import Panama. Also, you can follow us on twitter.com/BLImportPanama and Roku and Facebook. Sorry, we are under Roku Facebook.com/RokuPanama and also our official website blimport.com. Remember, use the links provided to get the most out of your Roku. They are on the description of this video and also on the cards on the YouTube videos. Thanks for watching and bye.